Hello, this is David, and welcome to Equity Story. Just before I get to Newcrest, I'd like to just have a look and obviously look at the ASX 200. And as you can see, it's sort of come back, and it's just hopefully going to find support just above that 4,800 level. Again, I think that is an important level we hold. Otherwise, if we break that level on the weekly, obviously things could look a little bit more dire. And again, unfortunately on the Dow, just on the daily chart, we've got one of these classic little, you can see here, classic little sell signals. So potentially tonight on the Dow we could go down quite a little bit further and possibly test that low. Maybe if we do test that low, we'll have a bit of support buying and we'll bounce back up, but we'll see. Obviously, I think a lot depends what Yellen says over the next few days, and the market certainly is on a knife edge. However, please, if you didn't see the report last night, have a look at it. We do talk about where we feel the market is going, and although we do believe with the ASX shares it potentially could go a bit lower, it's not panic territory, and certainly not the sort of territory you need to panic and sell out of stocks, especially these good stocks, with good growth prospects and that are going to do well over the next 3 years. Let me I'd like to just show you this graph because I think it's very interesting, and this is actually where the gold price is in Australian dollar terms. So if you actually look at this, it's at 1,694, and when the gold was at its height in just at the end of 2011, in Aussie dollar terms it was trading as high as 1,776. So really not much difference. So in Australian gold in the Australian dollar terms is actually more or less near the record highs, which again, when you look at our market, and possibly you could say, oh, that's a little bit of a crazy callback story today, so they took profits on Newcrest. But I'll just show you Newcrest, and again the chart looks absolutely stunning, and this is a company. So when the gold price was where it was in sort of around 2000, end of sort of 2012, Newcrest was around $35, so it was basically half the price it is now. So you'd think, with the gold price where it is now, again it would, there's no reason why Newcrest shouldn't have a big run up. But markets are forward-thinking things, and we're trying to be forward-thinking a little bit with Equity Story here. We do believe if we look at the gold price, I think it's got a big resistance level at 1,200, maybe 210. I think it's going to struggle. If it struggles getting over that, I think it could pull back again, pull back sharply. And gold and the gold stocks like Newcrest and Northern Star, they do move very, very strongly with the gold price. So I think we'll be able to buy these stocks at a cheaper level in the future, and sort of make more money with them. However, if that doesn't happen and gold keeps on going, it breaks to certain levels, then we'll just get back into them. It's no problem at all. That's the great thing about shares. You can sell them and get back into them to suit you. I just obviously like to have a look at sort of, I think some of the sort of the banks, and I know nearly all our members have got banks, and I think it's something that not enough so I suppose there's I'd say sort of glory is given to Equity Story of our trending system. Basically the trending system keeps you away from all the what we think is all the garbage, or basically shares that are just going down and not going to do anything for a while. And I think if you look at the banks, they're classic examples of really why we've never been interested in them. Again, really here back in even April last year, we're now just breaking that trend. I mean, it's been ugly for a long time. So really, it's very important with the trending. Not only do we use trending obviously to make a lot of money, but it keeps us away from all the rubbish. And really, NAB for us doesn't give us any reason to get in that stock. If anything, I look at NAB, and if anything, it could go potentially a lot lower. Even, there's a bit of noise around here, I call it, the support, and potentially even at $15 if things got really ugly. But possibly for me, definitely NAB looks like it definitely could go back and test these maybe $22 to $21. And ANZ again, for me, you know, equity story, we've just never been interested in this since sort of even February last year. Again, what a terrible trend. It broke that trend. It looks really ugly. And again, squashed the graph up. Again, it really looks like ANZ's got 20 or maybe even potentially $12 written on it. Again, it looks really ugly, and if that's on a weekly chart, but it looks like a falling knife. So for me, it shows there's a lot more issues with these banks than you realize. I mean, one of the blue chips that we were trending last year was Origin, and I think it's one of the small stocks we were trending. We actually did take a loss on, and when it broke that long-term trend, we got out of it, and it never really gave us a good reason to get back into that stock. So again, we haven't always in the past sold a stock if it's broken a trend, because we do look at the stocks fundamentally. And I think Os4X was a classic example of that, where it did break a trend around here. We held on to it because fundamentally we liked the story, and bang, up she went, and we managed to take a really good profit out of Os4X. Again, equity story, the way we trade, if we get good profits, we take it. And with Os4X, it proved the correct decision, because the other day it collapsed 42%. Actually, a good story, Os4X. Would I buy it here? No, because for us, that's trying to pick a bottom. I think it's too hard, and I think we've learned our lessons from stocks like Slater and Gordon, that you just don't pick bottoms in this business. It's gambling. We're not gambling. We're investing, and we're trying to play. It's a difficult business, but we're trying to put as many cards in our favor as we can. Looking at the stock, the trends of stocks, looking at the stocks fundamentally, and looking at the trends and the future prospects of all these companies. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for tonight. It's important that you don't panic, and we look for opportunity, where I think we will have a lot of great opportunities now, possibly in the next 2 or 3 weeks, to make a lot of money. That's our focus, and we look forward to bringing you more ideas, more buys, and more 10 baggers and more 3-year growths where we can make some decent money. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to Equity Story, and good night.